House. The president broke his silence today regarding the allegations facing the VA. Joining me now with reaction, the host of War Stories, Colonel Oliver North, and Fox News official legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr. is with us. Colonel, you heard these people. I've been interviewing those that have lost loved ones. Their stories are horrifying. America has broken faith with those that have done so much for us.
No doubt about it, Sean.
And the president was clinical today. Almost,
it was like a civics lesson in detachment and disengagement. What a fast and furious, the IRS enemies list, Benghazi, and now the VA drop dead list all have in common. The president says he didn't know anything about it. He's furious that it's happened. He's, as I remember the quote last weekend, madder than hell. Well, the fact is, if he was madder than hell, he's obviously gotten over it, because he certainly wasn't madder than hell today. He held no one accountable, but he promises to do so. He wants to get to the bottom of it, and that's going to take time. And, of course, this is an administration that has a record of cover-ups. And I'll leave it to Peter, the legal expert, on that. But for me as a veteran, for someone who's been contacted at least by 150 people since we first addressed this over a month ago on this show and on Greta, I've been contacted by all kinds of people who want whistleblower status, just like Troy, and the kinds of people that we're hearing from have horror stories, not just about Phoenix, but about at least 25 other hospitals that are and clinics maintained by the VA. Some of the things that I read in the reports that they've sent me, Sean, are the kinds of stuff that sends the hair on the back of my neck curling, and I've seen a lot of bad things happen in life.
Yeah. You know, Peter, from a legal standpoint, when you see all these different facilities in all these different states, isn't it suspicious that they all found the same tactic and technique of separate...
It is suspicious, and I have the evidence of it. I've received 1,500 emails, and it documents an effort by this White House. I've got to tell you, we have more concern at the White House level in this country for dead veterans in national cemeteries than living veterans that go to these hundreds of facilities around the country. And time after time, as the Colonel has pointed out, it will make you cry.
It does.
I have dozens of stories of veterans dying because of the VA, dying.
I'm interviewing the people, the families that have lost loved ones, and they are crying on this show. They're crying on my radio show.
I heard
Desperate and alone, these people. Legally, what remedy is available for them?
There's a few remedies. The Inspector General, if you have a complaint, go to them. Go to the House chair. Go to the Senate chair. Write to the White House. If you have a lawsuit, bring a lawsuit against the federal government. If you have a criminal claim, go to the U.S. Attorney. But what we're going to need is a march in Washington here on the end.
Not another government study.
That's the only way this is going to happen. The government knows it, the White House knows it, the president knows it, and he's acting like he's a management consultant rather than the commander-in-chief.
Colonel, we'll give you the last word tonight.
Two quick solutions to this problem. Number one, effective immediately start hiring only veterans to work in the VA. Less than a third of the people who work there currently are. That's what you need, people who care for themselves and who know what it's like to care for others. Second, give every veteran a card, a red card for 100% disabled, a white card for 50%, and a blue card for less, and let them go to any medical facility in the country to get the treatment that they need and deserve. It would fix the problem.
I think the president, I have an idea, too. I think the president ought to immediately send out word that, set up a hotline. Anybody that is in need of care now, call the hotline, and they will be addressed within 12 hours.
To defend General Shinseki today is incredible, given what we've seen.
Fires nobody. He doesn't fire Eric Holder.
Absolutely.
He lies. Doesn't fire Kathleen Sebelius.
No accountability at all.
Zero.
No accountability whatsoever.
All right, guys, thank you. We're going to stay on it. And coming up, Governor Sarah Palin calling out Democrats for their outrage when it comes to any questions being raised about Hillary Clinton's health. The former governor joins me now.